Hey guys. Okay, so I started going to yoga classes every day during my life breakdown, right? That was the story I was telling before. And as soon as I started going to these classes, I realized that just by sweating and moving and entering into my physical self, connecting to my physical self, allowed my soul and my mind to stay kind of focused on something, distracted, and also at peace. And it would allow, the body was the vehicle that allowed the light to come into me, into my being. And it started with my physical body, and then it started permeating and flowing through my emotional body and through my mental body as well. So I started healing just by going to these classes, and it felt like a workout at that time. It felt like I was just going through the poses and sweating and just relaxing at the end and feeling a little bit centered. But the more classes I went to, I realized that it was affecting me at such a deeper level. I started feeling so hopeful about life, and I started understanding that it all happened for a reason, and I started believing that maybe yoga was my path, and that maybe it was a time for me to honor that craving that I felt all of my life for spirituality and energy, and maybe it was time, maybe it was my time for me to start doing what I really wanted to do. And then I felt it coming into my thoughts as well. I realized I was thinking in a very compassionate way, and at the beginning of this whole breakdown that I had, I was obviously not receiving very good feedback from my family. Everyone was really concerned I was leaving this architecture career and that I had nothing to go back to, and everyone was really worried, and I would get really angry. I would get really angry and anxious because I had no idea what to do, really. I didn't have an answer for them, and I was ashamed, and I felt guilty. But as soon as I started to go more to yoga, I started realizing I had more compassionate thoughts, and I realized that I could see it from a different perspective. I could just like be the observer of the situation and not get engaged in it. And I would realize that people were really honestly just like rooting for me and trying to find a way for me to be basically grant me a good future in some way, one way or another. But before yoga, I was just so angry. I would just had no way to channel this energy of anger within me and to process the situation that was going on. So if you're going through something, or you feel like you need the support in any way, I will highly suggest that you enter yoga. Yoga classes are everywhere, and they are worth every minute. Like they really are a good investment, and they will make you feel balanced every day. And no matter how crazy the day gets, if you come back to your mat, you will always start feeling that connection again and again until it permeates through the whole day. And you'll realize that the thought patterns in your mind, your emotional patterns, and your physical body will start feeling so much better. So I invite you all to check out your nearest yoga studio and go in there. Even if you're not going through anything negative in your life right